Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about Platformly webhooks. So under automations you have a section called webhooks which can be used to connect any service outside Platformly with Platformly. So basically when you go and create your new webhook, you will be able to choose between incoming webhook and outgoing webhook. Currently outgoing is still in building process and it will be released soon and you can choose the incoming. Okay, so let's start and connect it. For this example, I'm gonna use a pedal test account. We have a webhook alert testing. So when specific subscription is created, we will send a webhook to Platformly to add that contact. Okay, so let's add a name quickly. So pedal test. In step 2, you will need to choose the actual API key. If you don't have any, you can create and then refresh. So basically using the API, you can even further protect your webhook URLs and add restrictions over the APIs that they are used. You can just navigate here to API docs and keys and update the API key you're using in the webhook. Okay, so now we need to take the URL and paste it within the service we're going to integrate. So in this case, it's pedal. And then we have test webhook. So in order to receive the actual call, we will need to start listening. We need to click this button, and now Platformly is listening for the request, the initial request. We need to make sure when we are sending a testing alert that Platformly doesn't accept emails that are invalid. So if we send this is not gonna enter in Platformly because it's a domain, it's an invalid email address. So in this case, I'm gonna use a real email. And I'm gonna call the webhook. So you can see we received the call and now we can connect the fields. So first we have few actions that you can use. So add contact, update contact, segment actions, tag actions, add a node. So as we said, in this case, subscription is created. Let's add a contact in specific project. The fields you will be able to search here, fields and connect, match them. And most of them are optional and only the ones that are mandatory are marked with a star. So then also we have an option to segment and tag. So in this case I'm going to use this segment and I'm going to use this tag, for example. And also I created a custom field for storing the checkout ID from pedal. So you can store any kind of information from this call in these fields and also in custom fields you create. So you can even go further, create custom fields for cancel URL or update URL, etc., or even the actual currency if you want. That's basically how from personal use how people want to do it. So here we're going to use the checkout ID and save. So now we have successfully connected and we can view the webhook stats because we haven't still received a real call. The first one was initial, it's not going to be recorded here. And if we go back, we will be able to see that you see name, action, webhook URL, and it wasn't triggered. Okay, so let's, we already have this here. So we're going to do now another call. Okay, so after a successful call from the webhook from pedal, we will be able to see last used. And if you come here and go view stats, basically you will be able to see overtime graph data. So in this case, we triggered 3 of them. So you see the timing of the trigger. And it was success, the action was processed, and actually here is the payload we received from the pedal, the information. And if we go in contacts, we will be able to see the contact added because we didn't assign a first name, there wasn't in the payload. And if we click here, we will see that it was added to a specific project and the segment and the tag. So that is how you connect a webhook, an outside service using a webhook with Platformly.